Hello, welcome to Gary's Garage. This is a continuation of the differential fluid replacement in the 2014 Touareg 3-liter TDI. So if you watched the last video on the Touareg, we did the front differential, just drain and replace, relatively simple job. Today we're going to do the rear differential and get that one done. So let's get the car in the air and take a look. Before we get started, we want to get together the things that we're going to need to do this. So what we have is a ratchet wrench with an 8mm Allen on it. We have some synthetic gear oil, 75W90. This is the stuff I have left over from doing the front diff, and I had, these are 1 quart bottles, and I had 1 and a little bit, so enough for 1 liter, which is the amount that's in the rear diff. I've got this poured into my pump. I've got set because you can't, gravity pour it in the back, so I've got a pump set up for this. This is all cleaned, ready to go, and I've pushed through some gear oil to make sure we're clean, and a little bit of brake clean to clean up the rear differential. I'm also going to capture some of the fluid that comes out. We're going to test it just like we did the front differential. So that's all we need to do this. So let's get started. All right. So first thing we need to do is, as anytime you're going to do differential, transmission, transfer case, or whatever, you always open the fill plug first, just in case the fill plug is seized and you can't get it off. You don't want to drain it and then realize that you can't fill it. As it turns out, I can't get the because of the subframe location, I can't get the standard socket in. So just like we did the front, I'm going to use the ball style 8mm, and then that gives us the ability of this to work at an angle, and we can get this loose. So just like the front ones, this has the O-ring on it, and we'll check the condition of these O-rings. Talked to Volkswagen about getting a replacement O-ring, and they won't sell just the O-ring, they sell the plug with the O-ring on it, and they want $20 for that, which is, of course, is the proverbial highway robbery in my consideration. So alright, so there we go. We've got, let me make sure I've got a towel here just to deal with any drips that there might be, and then we'll pull this out. Let's be bold. There we go. I'm going to hold the bucket in place here, trying to minimize any of the drips. There we go. And there it is coming out. It's coming out slow. I'm going to open the fill valve now. It should speed it up a bit. There it goes. Oh, we want to, where's my collection thing? Oh, shit. Well, I've messed that up. All the oil is in the bucket. Well, I don't know if you could see how I could see as it was coming out. The color of the fluid is actually quite good. We're going to take a real quick look at it, and maybe we got just enough to do a magnet test on it and see if there's any any glitter in it, but I sort of expect it to be in good shape. So let's get this cleaned up, let it drip out, and take a look at the fluid. Well, I only have a small amount of fluid in the collection jar. You can see, I'll use the light here, but you can see that the condition of this fluid is actually quite good. There's, you might see the odd, what looks like a sparkle, but that's air bubble. Air gets into the stuff and it stays suspended, and that's part of the draining. So yeah, I've checked, all my magnets have a little bit of metal particles on it, so I can't really do a good job doing the magnet test. I need a clean one, and so I tried to clean one, but it hasn't worked out. The drain plug has the O-ring same as the front. The condition of the O-ring is good. It's still flexible, and it still comes back when you compress it. So if I could get these O-rings just themselves, maybe I would just replace it. But you know, I think I'm just going to put this back in. I think we'll be fine. They're both good. So I'm going to put the camera back on the tripod here, and let's close this up, fill it. 10 minutes or so to let this drain out, get as much out as possible. Make sure it's all clean in the area, and run this in. You can feel the, when you do it with your hands, you can feel the O-ring compressing, and get it, and just, you know, you don't have to give it a lot of jam. You just want to make it tight enough so it's not going to come out. Now all we got left to do is to fill this. So I've got my gear oil, synthetic gear oil, in the pump, and this is all prepped to go. So we fill it until it starts coming back out, and so away we go. We just start with the pumping through the I'll just show you how we go here. This does not put a lot in at a time, so it's going to take a while. So through the magic of fast motion, you'll see this. So pump not all of it, there's a little bit left in the bottle, but you can see there's fluid running down the fill pipe here, and now it's starting to drain out. So what we'll do, is get the fill plug in. Feel the O-ring compress. Doesn't work like that. There we go. And then just a little cleanup. And that should be that. That is the rear differential fluid change. I just have to clean up. But thanks for watching Gary's Garage. If you like the video, do click like. If you like what you're seeing on the channel, please subscribe. I do appreciate those who watch and those who subscribe. And you know, if you've got any suggestions about what you'd like to see on a Touareg or any other car, if it's, especially if it's maintenance related, I'll be continuing to do maintenance on this car. Just let me know. Thanks for watching Gary's Garage. Have a nice day.